So, hello everybody. So, if you didn't see my little special episode after episode 1, I found out a way to start us at tier 3s. So, I just did a bunch of quest claim tickets. So, if we do that and look at dev, we can use these tickets to just do a turn in quest and we get things there. But we also lost our levels and things like that as well. So we're back to level 1 now. I did get my 4 skill points back by using a mod, because there's no way to get skill points in the base game at all. So we're basically back to where we were. So we need to go get a quest from from Bob here. We also need to, our main concern right now is finding a cooking pot. So if he gives us a quest to do like a tier 3 food place, that would be great. We also need to find new magazines. New magazine stands, because the ones we all emptied earlier, yeah, that's all gone away. We don't have any magazines anymore. So, got to try to find some newspaper dispensers, mailboxes, and stuff that we haven't used. There's a post office. Just double checking. Yeah, I've done got everything on the way to Bob, I think. Unfortunate. I haven't been up to this thing. There might be a cooking pot up here since it's a little outside bistro thing. But this, I think, usually concentrates on drink, so... Yeah, we didn't get one in there, so we're not going to get one. Maybe? Nope. And the fridge is, I think at most will have a grill. I don't think they ever have... I don't think I've ever pulled a cooking pot out of a grill. I mean, out of a fridge. She can follow along if she wants. Oh, shit. Okay. So we got a feral. We're going to have to just deal with them, though. Because we're going to be going into tier 3s that'll probably have a bunch of ferals off in them. So I no longer have my level in lockpicking that I had before. I was planning on putting a level in lockpicking to open up his crafting deals. Let's just take a quick leak. I think they're all going to be destroyed. Let's check real quick. The workbench at least works. Okay, so we got a workbench. The chem station is destroyed, and the forge is over here. And that is destroyed as well. Okay. So he at least has a workbench. So if we unlock our own forge, we should be able to get workbench. We should be able to use his place for a workbench. So what do we got? We got 2 trilogy suites. Cars. Okay. I'm gonna do the suites. It may have a kitchen in it. I don't remember the building, the POI. So it may have a kitchen off in it that we can use. She's upset. She decided to come out of the POI just to deceive me. She's so upset with me. Alright. Empty. Yeah, we're not going to go down there. Now, the thing I'm saying is we can go and step on a POI that is tier 0, tier 1, tier 2, but we can't go inside the building, is basically what I'm doing. And the reason I say that is there is one thing we can go and look in, and it's not even a POI. There are these food trucks around in certain parking lot types that we can go into that have a good chance of having a cooking pot. I don't really see anybody ever talking about these things. And there's a Crack-a-Book HQ right there. Nice. Hi, dear. And we're right next to the classic one right here on us as well. And that's a mini mart of Crack-a-Book. Let's go over this side of this thing. We don't want to be near that thing. Usually any courts like that have dogs in them. Like, I'm talking about 3 or 4 dogs. So we kind of don't want to be there. Okay, here's another one of these food things. You can check out. Okay, we got some water. That's good. He's over here and upset here. Whoops. I don't have the perk yet. There's a perk in the Fortitude tree. I don't know if it's Mastery or if it's... Mastery or if it's in the Spear tree that when you dismember an enemy, they get a heavy bleed. High Profit Steel. I think that's Double G's reference to Guns, Nerds, and Steel. Hi, Officer Lacey. I think a lot of these zombies are references, and I just don't understand them. Like, I don't know where Officer Lacey comes from. This is Florida Man. Isn't this the, what the hell is the name of the guy? I can't remember. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The dude, movie with the dude. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just save that there just in case I need it. I am gonna have to eat something soon though, before we go into the quest building. We want to be prepared as much as we can. So we can't go into there. Which would be real nice, actually. There's at least one working stiff crate elf in there, but we can't go into it. She reached up, tried to take a swing at me off the ground, and it didn't work out so well for her. The quest deal is inside the building. That's interesting. I don't remember that being a thing. I definitely want to go around the building to look. Let's see if there's anything around. There's a bunch of buses over there that we could take apart. Remember that they're there. Okay, real quick before we do anything, we're going to read our stuff here. Damage. Pass. Lucky looter for junk. Oh, right. I put it in a new mod. There's a mod called Modder's Delight that it allows you to, as you read the magazines, it allows you to unlock the quality of mods. It's 100 books in total. Or 99 if you don't count the one you start with, because you always start with one. So, bows do 10 more damage at night. That's useless to us, but I do want to complete that series. We want Rifle World. We do want a scope. Sharp Sticks. Tech Planet. Axe mod again. Damage to coyotes. Landmines is always a good one. One vehicle and a wiring. So in a tier 3 POI, we're going to get, if a loot bag drops, we're going to get a lot more stuff. Okay, so real quick, just attacks per minute. It's still higher damage and stuff, but I do need to keep it because it'll transfer the melee damage over, which actually isn't anything really. We want block damage. This gives just attacks per minute and melee damage. That's not worth keeping and messing up our inventory. Let's start the quest here. I haven't been in here in a while, I think. That's the cadaver. Eve, I think it is. There's one that's for Adam as well. I don't know why I tried. Okay. Wow. These usually still not this full. I'm surprised. Sometimes you get these rare rolls like this. You usually don't get that many. Okay, we're back to that. So I'm going to pick up lock picking so I can get that. And a Spearmaster and a Deadeye. The lockpicking is just to get the Forge Ahead books from it. Do we have... Okay, we don't have a vitamin, so if we have to eat, and we have the other food, but I would really love to save it. Ammunition, sniper for less stamina while breathing, deadly combo again, adrenaline rush, that's a great one. Bleeding damage again, and then 44. If anything of the 44s I would read would be Volume 4, which gives you the barter deal from which gives you the barter thing for having a 44 with the traders. We have too limited of an inventory to be picking up posters. So we do have the deal, so now I can start opening up these to see if I can get a deal, but I didn't. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to eat these two things. And then I'm going to drink water. And that completes that deal, so we can get XP later if we want to. Also later, there is one of the mods I have on has it where if we go into intellect and go to advanced engineering, as we put points into this without needing to unlock it in the magazines for the workstations, if we put points into this, when we find destroyed things out in the world, we can harvest them and it will pick up the deal itself, and we can repair it with a repair kit in a workbench, and it like unlocks them as you go along until you get the last point, and then you can have any of those stations. All right, that's locked. I don't see a ladder. There is a bag down there, but I don't see a ladder for us to do things with. And we can't put any other cubes in but over there. So that's annoying. I'm going to pick up the office chairs to hopefully wait until I get a wrench to wrench them, but we may have to take them down for the leather. If I have to, I can eat a raw potato. I have the door closed, so I ain't worried about somebody coming in behind me without me knowing. Some ammo. Yeah, you can get stone ammo in ammo piles now. I don't remember that being a thing before. Freaking feral. You kidding me? Get out of here. That's why she did so much damage, is she's a freaking feral. Even at 25% only block damage, they do that much damage. And I have all of these things. Melee damage is useless. We're just going to scrap that to save space. While the durability would be nice, this is still not worth keeping. And then we do have a painkiller in case we get that desperate. Okay. And yes, I do need to put a point into medium armor as well. Because we need to get let me repair this real quick. we need to get our farmer armor set, and that is a medium armor. And if you didn't see my first video, the reason why we want the farmer set, speaking of armor, because it gives us damaging with spears, damage with rifles, and all that stuff. But I'm not going to say no. And I didn't know I didn't have primitive armor on. Okay. No wonder I felt like I was getting knocked around a little bit early on. I thought I made primitive armor. I can't make it right now. I have no grass right now. Okay. I didn't know I was running around naked. That's a lot of healing if we need it as a panic emergency thing. I think I'll just save that right there for right now. When we get to the last loot room, we may need that to survive. I have any bones on me to make a knife? Dinner knife, I do. Let's make a better knife. We're going to desperately try not to use a weapon that is not perception, but if we have to, we can go to the knife. It's not going to be the greatest thing in the world. Okay, speaking of. There's a medical tile there with 4 magazines in it. And some steroids. That's also a idea. And actually, I'm going to put this down here just in case as well, instead of up there in the inventory. I'm surprised it opened on this floor, because this ain't the last floor. Wild blue dye would be good. I would like to have paint more. Repair kit. Okay. I think that's our way up. I guess they broke the flooring somewhere here. Or they need us to go through there to get out onto the roof. That's blocked. And that's locked. Okay. At least you're not a feral. Okay, that's great. We're probably desperately going to need that at some point. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. Not gonna lie. And I guess we can go out the door. I thought the door would be locked. Get off of me. Okay. That's what the bleed is really for, is to kill the vultures, because you have to hit the vultures in the head to kill them if you don't have a bleed or fire or something like that. Yeah, it's really, really bad. So I guess they'll let us drop down there. I want to go back to the elevator and see if that lets us have any other information. Just to have fun with it, since we ain't really going to be using it. I just thought it'd be fun to mess with them, with it. All right. Probably something here. No? Oh, yep. There is. You just have to beat through it. Okay. All right. I want to go see what's in the elevator here that they're allowing you. Oh, a can of food. Oh, cans of food. Huh. But they won't let me go down and grab the bag easy for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. I don't see the loot deal, but we're going to do this anyway. That's going to give us full inventory. This will counteract the effects of the drain. And then let's go. Let's clear it out. Yes, please. I didn't know if we would be able to get the door or not before we got overrun. Okay. Baby. All right. I didn't really need the steroids, but I'm glad I took them because that could have been bad. And there we go. Our first legendary part. Of course, we can't get the main loot because we have no lockpicks. We're just going to have to mark the building to come back and get it at some points. There was a grill, so that's part of our cooking implements that we want. We could get a cooking pot. No, that's not a cooking pot. That's another grill. Must be the fridge in the other apartment that's making the noise. I thought it would be a lot worse. Not gonna lie. Hmm. Please don't interrupt me while I'm looting. Another moonshine for us. Coal is always good to cook with and run our stuff off of it. All right, so we got 3 boxes. We got 1 working stiff. We got 1 Mo Power. And 1 popping pills. Unless we get some lockpicks out of this, we're crap out of luck on opening the main chest. I'm not going to sit here and beat on that whole thing. We got a beaker. That's not bad. Deal. We can scrap that to use this. We can repair it. Got a wiring deal. Got a battery. We got that. I'm keeping the pink dye for a reason. I'm just going to sit here and eat these through 2 or 3 potatoes. All right. So, we're full of stuff, and we can't even loot the chest. And the chest, if you don't remember, is 5,000. I am not sitting here without an upgraded axe, at least a magnitude, with some, like, a high block damage. So, I'm just going to have to, yeah, we would have to beat into this as well to get into where the bag is. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark this and put a... Actually, I'm going to put a safe icon on here and say, end loot. Need to hit. So now we can just set that as a destination for ourselves for when we need to go back. But we're done with this place. Let's go back to Bob. First tier 3. Our first actual quest is done. These, yeah, I did empty those. Okay. Man. Don't want to bleed for me. That's number 5. We're gonna have to get rid of something. I don't need the cotton. These are empty. So that means, yeah, I've done been in there. Okay. Let's see. If we go down here and then take a down way, we'll be good. Empty. We have 6 minutes of infinite carry space, so we should be fine to get back. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of something else. I'm not going to be needing blood bags for a long time. The only thing you use blood bags for is to make first aid kits. So I'm going to get rid of that. And just some paper. Okay, let's just have that yucca fruit. That'll give us a little bit of food. Take that magazine to sell. And also we leveled up. I would like to get one into there, one into there, and one into there. So now we have some off stuff. Master Chef with this perk pack gives us the ability to, when we eat food, drink water right after it, or a combination of either, we get more out of our food. We get higher numbers, basically. It's not much. It's like an extra 3 or 5 or something like that. Goes up as we put points into it. Medium armor, of course, is going to give us our medium armor. And when we finish off medium armor as well, we get like a movement speed bonus. If I remember correctly, it's one of the things it does. And also, living off the land, the main thing of living off the land is if we find a planter out in the world, we can just take it up and take it for ourselves. And that's what I was saying in the first episode, that I'll try to remember to take off a little bit of it. And also, from this screen, I don't know if this has been in the game or not. I just did this randomly one day. But you can actually sell in this screen. I don't know if this is new or if I just never knew about this or what. So I can actually just sell my stuff in the screen, which is kind of awesome most of the time. Not going to need any brass for a while. I didn't want to just get rid of that brass because that was worth a lot of money. Same with the lead. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything I want to sell. I could sell that battery and get a bunch of money, but I'm not interested. I'm surprised they're giving us tier 3 bows. Interesting. It usually isn't like that much, that high of stuff we could get, but we did just complete a tier 3, so yeah. So I don't need the corn seeds. While this would be good, it's not worth it. Blueberry pie would give us some food, which we don't desperately need, so I'm thinking of just getting the magazines. Okay, what do we get? 2 home cooking, 2 spears, and 2 tech. They missed on that last one for some reason. Okay. Do you have a cooking pot? Is my main concern. No, you don't. Okay. You have the pouch, a couple of pouches, but they're for explosive, which we don't really need right now. I'm going to grab the forges. That would be good. This is a... This is ammo, but I don't think I need it. Not that much this soon. I'm gonna grab the vehicles and the armor, the farming as well. Do I want the sniper too? No. Nothing ammo-wise. We can buy the Crucible right now if we wanted to. I don't think there's any... Yeah, we don't have wrenches or anything available yet. No farmer gear, so we're going to ignore that. I guess we just spend money on a Crucible. Alright. That's fine with me. That helps us out later. Alright, let's see what you got. We can go do it again. But let's go do Carl's cars instead. I kind of don't want to double up. So, one of the things you can do as beyond storage, we take care of this guy. Watch out that we don't get surrounded. Is if we get, it's very strange that it keeps on changing. It's some between 125 and 150 as a number. If we get within that range, we can just do that to put stuff in our storage. We got another 20 something seconds for our inventory. Okay, I was wondering if that's what this one was. I need to mark this on the map. More than enough farm plots to get our own farm started without having to spend our own resources early on. That'll probably give us like about 20 or so farm plots. And I think some of these right here are farm plots as well. I think. I don't really remember. Maybe not. Let's check this one. I don't think I've been in this one. Get out of there before we get surrounded. I will say some of these zombies are faster than others from Double G. Food, medical supplies. But I think they had to do that because they added the football player pack to the list of zombies that can show up. Okay, I'm gonna go back here and get to 5, and then we're gonna put one in the spears. And then we're going to just not spend any in stats for a little bit and up our skills. I think that's that's the demolition tier 5 POI right there. Definitely don't want to go in there. You get a guaranteed demolition zombie in the loot room there. Okay. Okay, we unlock Spears quality 6. But Spear 3 should do us for a little while. Unless we run into a really big pack of ferals. Urusagashi Pharmaceuticals, tier 5. See what's up at the park. Here's Carl's Cars. Now, the thing about Carl's Cars that we got to be worried about is there is some, if I remember correctly, there's, oh, hey, get out of here. There is some landmines in there, if I'm not mistaken. Almost nighttime as well, but we should be okay. I have this, I like having the speed set at one setting, and that's jog for everything. So if it turns nighttime, it's not suddenly going to become faster. And also, those right there are what I'm looking for. When I was talking about the little food trucks, about getting a chance at a cooking pot, you can usually tell it's like right there. Unfortunately, it looks like a trash bag spawned in it this time, but you can still also loot it from like the oven and stuff like that. So even if you don't see one, there's a chance there is one in here somewhere for you. There's also like a really high chance of getting like purified water, high level food and stuff like that in these as well that I've noticed. Hi. Hi, Bo. You want to come in the proper doorway? That's a whole mess of stuff. So bone broth, we're going to actually drink both of these. So we unlocked the drink seeds except for Yucca. Got coffee, too. We got the forge. Primitive armor quality 3. Primitive armor quality 4. Do we get 5? No. But we can deal with 4. I think I need like at least 25. Busy. Oh, she's bringing me a bag. That's nice of you, dear. Thank you very much for, you know, bringing me a bag. I keep on doing the wrong thing. Oh, I need cloth fragments for this high level, huh? Huh. Interesting. I didn't know you needed cloth at this high of a level. That's interesting. Well, we can get some here pretty soon at Carl's. No problem. Maybe the Carl's isn't the one, but I thought Carl's was the one with all of the, like, demolition charges and stuff. The 10 landmines and stuff out there. Maybe not. Maybe it's a different one. Something broke. I got my cloth that I need now. What? Oh, that shit gave me plastic. Right? Yeah, the shit gives me plastic. Jesus Christ. Okay. I thought everything was made out of cloth. All the blinds and shit. Okay, we'll have to deal with that in just a second. what's this? Block damage. That's what I want. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that and just use this. Claw hammers and unlocked. Okay. So, before anything else, let's do this real quick. It'll give us some cloth. Alright, now let's make some outfits and some shoes. Because we already have the scavenger helmet, so we're fine there. Alright, so now we're not naked anymore, which is kind of great. You know. But we are already pretty full of stuff. Also, the clocks you make now actually work, so you can use the time of day off thing. Free water is free water. Get the ammo casings out of there. Oh, yeah, I've kind of ran into this issue. I don't know why this happens, but randomly a block will just destroy in a POI. And even if you reset the POI would turn it into a quest deal, it'll break again as soon as it's like as soon as you get there and reset it. It's happened since 3.0's experimental has come out. I don't have any lock picks, so I can't pick that lock. So I think we go down. Being on the ground before I go anywhere. See, this is the block from the bathroom right there. It's just random blocks in a POI. It's not all POIs, but just in random POIs. This thing is not working. Also, while I'm here, might as well take some sewer water. Ah, shit. Why is he here? He should not be here. There should not be a feral white. It's an old... Oh, okay. I know where he came from. He came from the Double G mod. I was wondering why the hell he was here, because I turned off white. Okay. So, we're going to have to do this. Yeah, that's not great. This is going to hurt. Ow. I'm just going to take a hit so I can go around. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Okay, that did not turn it out as bad as I thought. I think the double barrel saved our life because we pretty much took out the first one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was a... I kind of panicked a little bit. Not gonna lie. Let's not have that again for a while. Would be nice. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that to turn that off. See, we had to come over here so we could turn that off. We couldn't go around them. We had to go through them. Oh, man. So, yeah, that was scary as hell. I'm gonna eat some of this, and that'll give me a little bit of health, maybe. No, it's not going to give me my health back until the deal is ready. Okay, we have loaded up. I could say, are they going to break through the ceiling on my ass? I'm going to break this so I can have a straight shot through. Okay, Private Steel, you're fine. Just not three more whites, please. Is all I ask. Okay, regular soldier is fine. Hazmats is fine. Do that. Do I have any explosives on me? I don't think so. So do you have a Mega Crush in case I really need to run fast? Things. Don't know if that'll work in close quarters like this. But no, I don't have any explosives, so that won't help me. I wish I had taken those pipe bombs now that I think about it, for in case I run into issues like that. Because that was scary. Okay. I can't put a deal into perception and anything that'll give me damage. Okay. So I can put a point into penetration, and that should ignore some of their target armor. Okay. It affects anything that has target armor reduction, and spears have that. Level 6 bone knife. Okay. I need that. If we have to, we can go to the bone knife to put on more bleed. Got some more ammo, but it's not our preferred ammo type. The thing of it is I don't know if any of these guys are ferals. He's not, so we're fine. That's just a regular utility worker. Janitor's fine. He doesn't have armor. I'm glad I took that penetrator because that helped us with the utility guys. Another janitor is fine. Seems to be just one guy now. It's just another janitor. Okay. Okay. Before we do anything, where the hell... There it is. Gotta drop something. We're just gonna drop the sandwiches. We're fine on food. So we completed the quest. If we have to run, we can run. There's the main loot. That was the penetrator at work. That's why she died, is we penetrated to her. Through him to her. Because she was close enough. And damn, that's locked open now, which is upsetting. Alright, so we're kind of full on stuff. We're not going to be able to loot anything, really. We are way over full of things. And I don't have anything I want to get rid of, except for selling it. So I think we're just going to have to do a run close to the house and come back. So I'm going to have that there. We got to also loot all these cars as well. I don't think I have any room for the meat. I'll get rid of the cloth for it. You need the leather, though. We'll just eat that. Take the leather. Okay. We're gonna have to come back for that. And there goes a storm. That's not good. Until we get at least tier 1 armor on, we're going to get cold. Which means we're going to be burn through our food and water faster by being cold. I kind of want to loot those, but I kind of need to ignore them. Okay, we're out of stamina, which is not good. We're going to back up because she's a feral. Can let the bleed take care of her. Didn't get... Yeah, I didn't get anything. Okay. If we had a fire... The fire shaft mod, whatever it's called, we would actually be in better shape. We would be close to not being freezing. Because we would have fire in our hands, and that would keep us a little bit extra warm. I think it gives like 5 degrees extra warmth. I wish a mechanic in the game was, as you run, you raise your core temperature, but apparently it's not wanting to do that. I'm pretty sure these are planters as well that we could take. Okay. We would run through the front of Cascade Tower. Apparently it does it lets you, it still lets rain through though. Also, traders open all the time, so we ain't gotta worry about it. I hate that that happens, but that's a bug with the mod. Alright. Hi, Bob. I'm full. I need to sell things to you from this screen. Just glad I can do that now. I'm a total loot goblin, I know. When I shouldn't be. I'm not going to need cement for a while. Those feathers, okay. Okay. That's pretty much all I can give him right now. I could get some AP 762. I could get a claw hammer. Tier 4. I could also get some high power, some steel. We're just... I could take some repair kits as well. Shoot. I think the best thing for me to get is actually the claw hammer for upgrading later. Alright. You did reset your quest. Nothing really great. So we'll just take this one. Okay. And I'm going to have to try to get back to my house and unload and then go back and grab the items. Okay. Kid level up. So let's get level 6. Let's get a deal in there. How am I doing on pipe rifles anyway? Pipe rifle, I can make a tier 4. I kind of want to ignore it until I can get a tier 6 at least. I can deal with the barrel by himself at least. I'm going to do this, but we still have to go back to base. Because I'm pretty sure at any point now, the horde can spawn. And we're going to have a tough time if we're loaded down with stuff. Also, since I've been doing tier 3 quests, I have no idea what the horde is going to look like, if it's going to have cops in it or not, or what. But if we hear a lot of crap beating on it, then yeah, we've got a problem. Okay, so farming is our main thing right now. Decoration, put these chairs off in there. Food. And I mean a lot more beating than that. They're beating on that back door. That's what they usually do. Alright. So we're not going to be going and doing this quest, of course. She coming again for us. We're going to be going back to our red marker and grabbing the loot there, which I will see y'all there. I'll be back, though, if I run into the horde. We made it back over here. Where was our way in from the back, right? Yeah, this door. Alright. So let's see. We have the hunter mod, which I can't put this on here because we don't have any, so that'll give us a little extra damage. One passing gas, one working stiff, another passing gas. Stamina cost would be nice. More block damage and stamina cost. Anvil is nice. She came in through the deal, so she ain't coming in here. And some scrapping. Okay. I need to mark this for pickup. End loot. Need to get to. Right. Delete all these vehicles. I pretty much ignored this place when I was getting here once I saw the deals. Huh. I can't access the tires for some reason. You're supposed to be able to loot these. I've been able to loot them before. I don't know why I couldn't loot that one though. Okay. So let's go downstairs. We'll just traverse backwards through the POI until we can't, and then we'll just go through the front door. I do want that lantern for my place. I could get that, but that requires power. The lanterns don't. There's another lantern over there where we turned off the fire. So I'm going to go in here and grab that real quick. We did loot that, at least. Okay, so now we need to go back out front and go through the building again. Whoops. Up here is where I need to go. We also need to loot all these cars around. Wish I had a wrench on me. There we go. That's what I was looking for out of those tire wrecks. Some tires. Ooh. Our first lockpicks. We don't have any skill points, do we? I was to say, if we had a skill point, I was thinking about putting it in, and then we could try with those amounts of lockpicks to see if we can get into the loot, but not with just one. I don't think we could get in. If we get more lockpicks from cars or something, then sure. But I don't think we get any from the cars. The tier 6 stone spear. Okay, we'll fix that up. We just don't have to make one now, but we didn't have to. It doesn't cost much to make one anyway. Let's try the army truck. Okay. Oh, right. Sorry. Kind of ignored her. I deserve that smack for ignoring her. She was upset with me very much. Because I ignored her. Oh, thank you. More block damage. That's great. Oh, she also gave me a demolitions pouch. Okay, well. I don't have any explosives, but I can put that on. Yeah, there's no explosives in my inventory. Yeah, I wish I had a wrench so I could wrench all these cars down and stuff. Also got a safe here. I'll try to remember that when we come back over for the deal. I might have enough mechanical parts now to make it, but not without all the stuff back at my base, though. Oh, it's... Oh, right. I was trying to go out the wrong door is why. It's this door. All right. Well, that's it for there. We're going to walk back to the base, and I'll meet you back over there. Unless I run into the Wandering Horde, and then I'll bring you back for that. All right. We made it back. Not much going on. I found in a mailbox, I found a Wasteland Treasures for the coffins. So if we find some coffins, then we can bust them up and get some extra stuff. Maybe. I'm worried about that faint beating I hear. And where is that coming from? Don't want to go near that. That'll have spawn a bunch of crawlers, but I don't actually know what will happen because I turned crawlers off. So it might not do anything. I'm kind of worried that I haven't heard... Looks like they don't do anything without the crawlers. Okay. I'm kind of worried that I haven't heard from the Wandering Horde yet, because they're usually punctual. That single zombie ain't it. There would be a horde. Like its name implies. 25 to 50. Okay, so doing that just pissed somebody off going inside. Yeah, see, there's some kind of, with this particular building, there's some kind of spawn mechanic around that as soon as you go inside this building, zombies just spawn. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with this building in particular. I've noticed it with this building in particular, that as soon as you get to this section right here, zombies will have a higher chance to spawn out here. And I don't know why that is. As you can hear, there's somebody already here again. It's just constant. They will either beat on this door or they will come over and beat on this door. And I'm surprised they beat on this door, considering the other door is wood. but it's a constant thing. No matter if you have a land claim block, a sleeping bag, or anything, it's a constant thing at this area. All right, so real quick, we're going to do all of our combining. And when it does this, that means we can't make the item any better. It means the magnitude that is on this cannot improve this any further, because this one is already better than this one. This one has 76.2 damage. This has 44.2 and 4 stamina. This has 3.6. There's no way for this to improve this. So unless you find something with higher numbers to put on, you can't upgrade this anymore. And I think at certain points, you can't upgrade things anymore anyway. So let me go ahead and combine my deals. One of the nice things is you don't have to remove any mods. You don't have to remove any paint. It just automatically transfers over. Right now that works anyway. Okay, so carrot goes into the farming deal. This has been upgraded, so this should have an extra slot for me to put that mod in now. The lantern is going into decorations. The peanuts go into food. Weapons have these parts. The tires go into vehicle. That goes into my forge. Weapon has this and this. Actually, it shouldn't have that. I'm just going to scrap that into lead. The rest of this will be sold next episode. Let's see if we can make that forge. Is a workbench available? It is. No, it's not. It's still locked. Okay. We need one more forge ahead, which means we need to raid. We need to raid the we need to raid Bob broken stations to see if we can get any. So I usually beat down this thing. Just let it break itself. If it wants to. Sometimes it doesn't want to. One way to save on resources is just paint the back wall. Okay. And then we can fit the workbench right next to it. Alright, with that, I'm going to need to go upstairs and grab some coal. Take half a stack. Okay. One last thing to do before we go. Let's see if we can make one. What do we need? If we just go to tier 2, we can make it. But we need iron. Okay. So we need to make some forged iron. We got 5. We need 9. So we need 3? No, 4. Yeah, 4. Should automatically turn off. And we can make a level 2 wrench. That is our main thing. Now we can do a lot of stuff. Now we can do a lot of stuff. Because we're going to need this to get more mechanical parts to make our... Because you need 20 mechanical parts to make the workbench. And I think that's even with the... Is that even with the nerf I have on. No, I just need 10. So you usually need 20. Okay. Put the lead into there. Sort that. I'm going to go ahead and... You know what? I will keep that as on me. I am going to move the steroids up to here, though. And I still can't make a higher tier pipe rifle, right? No. Okay. So as soon as we unlock level 6, I should do that. That's supposed to be there. So I'm going to need glue and pipes on me when I do this. So we're going to have to hold on to those for a little bit. And that'll allow us to make our rifle anywhere that we want. Speaking of that, if we're going to do that, I'm going to need to take my ammo with me. To keep with me. So we'll hold on to that right there. For right now. Because as soon as we make this pipe rifle, we're going to be getting rid of the shotgun and its shotgun shells. We're just going to sell them. But that'll be everything there. Okay. So I will see y'all next episode. We're going to go and continue this quest. One thing I thought of is if we somehow get a bike before I put more points into lockpicking to finish it off, I might see if I can buy some jailbreakers, because that gives you a 100% lockpick chance. And if we have but I will only do this if we have a bicycle. That should give us enough time to loot at least 4, if not 5 of these POIs, because the bike should get us there faster than us running. So we'll see. So I will see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.